Hey folks, I'm Lady, and this is First 15, where I bring you the first 15 minutes of every game releasing on Xbox Game Pass. Today we're playing Opus Magnum. It's an open-ended puzzle game, which is interesting considering it's rated teen for violent references and suggestive themes, so I don't know what kind of puzzles we're talking about here. But it was developed and published by Zachtronics. The only game I think they've made that I'm familiar with is Infinifactory, and this game released back in 2017, so it isn't new, just new to Game Pass. I'll link to it in the box. Let's get started. All right, Imperial University, Prologue, the Transmutation Engine, Transmutation Lab Rules. Let's check that out. Access is restricted to graduate level alchemical engineering students and faculty only. Any exceptions must be approved by the Chancellor. Keep your student alchemist permit and sigil with you at all times while in the lab, got it? No food or drink is permitted. Do not sit or lean on transmutation engines or their related components. Please keep the area clean for everyone else. That means you, Anataeus. All right. Lesson intro. Histograms and leaderboards are not... Okay, I don't care about that anyway. I'm amazed that you put off learning how to use the transmutation engine for this long. I was concentrating on working by hand, you know that. Anataeus, we're about to graduate, you stupid dumb. I know, that's why I need you to summarize all this for me as fast as you can. Solve this puzzle to continue. Okay, new solution, not yet solved, 8 parts. Oh, okay. So what is new, rename, copy, delete? Is this just to save? Oh no, okay, open? Interesting. Okay, these are reagents. They're the input materials for doing alchemy. Okay, this is a product. Your job as an alchemist is to build machines that combine reagents into useful products. Okay, fixed length arm, single arm gripper, reagent, elemental fire. Glyph of calcification, oh goodness gracious. The glyph transmutes any of the 4 cardinal elements, air, fire, water, and earth, into salt. So does that mean that if I had something of one of the elements and then I kind of went in this direction, that it would then turn it into salt? To complete a puzzle, build all products. This is the instruction tray. Instructions tell the machine's part what to do. All right, this starts the engine and this starts it. Okay, and then I guess it just goes. Interesting. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a first 15 where I have to edit out a lot because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So basically, I'm assuming that down the road, it might get a lot more complicated. Like right now, I have a feeling that this is just telling me to put these here and that here. Grab instruction, close all grippers on an arm, picking up any atoms underneath, rotate it. Oh, I see. So what, can this go away? Because this is like covering this. So this one here is for this arm, and this is the instructions for this one. Since this is a tutorial, I think it already pre-established all of these steps, which is why they're already there and why I am not seeing any kind of input when I click on them. It's because they're already done. So let's just play this. I get it. All right, and so that turns, oh, and so you could do that multiple times. I get it. All right, your machine successfully created the desired product. Understand so far? Yeah, I do right now. Of course, I knew this part was easy. That's why I never worried about it. I count you as a friend, Anataeus, but sometimes you carry your genius alchemist act a little too far. Act? All right, lesson, arms. So let's take the first and most important part, the arm. I understand, what's next? Wait, don't rush ahead. Let me go through the material. You need to see this. Okay. All right, place an arm below, setting the rotation and length so the gripper's over the reagent. Then add instructions to the instruction tray below to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. I'm gonna put this here. And then it says I can set this length, so... Oh, nice. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. So you say close down on that, number 3. Then rotate counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's... Oh, so it actually jumps all the way to that one. So it'd actually be 1, 2. Okay. Oh, I see. So let's reset the whole thing. Is that it? A 4, and then drop it. Nice. Cool. Okay, return to menu. Got it. Right, so arms pick up and move elemental proxies around the surface of the transmutation engine. Right, and you control their behavior. With instructions, yes, of course. Of course. All right, return to the menu. Pivots. And honestly, I think that going through the tutorial, you will have learned about as much as you need to know about this. In some cases, you'll want an arm to rotate what it's gripping. You mean as opposed to the arm itself rotating. That's right. In these cases, you'll use pivot instructions, okay? I don't know why I keep clicking on it. It's already highlighted. All right, place an arm and add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. So we got the arm here. And we need this to go in there. But if this goes, like I said, the point is that you don't want it to rotate the arm, right? So if I were to do this just to see what it looks like now. It would grip it and see that would be one off. So I need to pivot this clockwise. Okay. Can I pivot it clockwise first, actually? Meaning like I delete this, I pivot it clockwise, then I do this. So I put that there and then I release it. Cool. All right, I like this, and now you can see why it speeds up too. It's so that the different cycles that you do don't take forever. Though I would say that, I mean, it could just simply be that you do it once and it's done instead of needing it to go 5,000 times. But my guess is probably at some point you will have to take the number of rotations and like the number of cycles rather into account to make sure that everything is happening as it should be. Very interesting though. All very straightforward and simple. How nice that this is so easy for you. Why? How long did it take you to learn all this? Let's just keep going. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. And then I think I'll end it because at the end of this, you will at least have seen what this is like. Or I should say I'll end it after just jumping into whatever the main prologue is because you've seen the way that the game functions. I don't really need to go beyond that. Piston arm's a special kind of arm that can extend and retract. And there are instructions, yes. Okay, open. Place a piston arm, add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. We're going to grip, then we're going to turn. Well, actually, before I do that, let's just see where that would end up on a counterclockwise turn. It'll end up there, it'll end up there. And then I can retract 1. And then I guess because there's no drop, I can reset the instructions instead. But what does reset the instructions actually do? Creates a sequence of instructions that will make an arm drop any held atoms and reset to a synth. Okay, perfect. That's what I'll do. Put that in there, tell it to retract by 1 and then reset. Bam! I get it. I'm smart. Okay, cool. I see. Piston arms can reach areas you can't with a normal arm. That's what makes them so useful. They cost a little more than regular arms, though. And I can use the reset instruction to make an arm return to its initial state. That's convenient. Just remember the reset instruction takes the same amount of time it would take to issue those individual instructions. Well, yes, of course it will. Of course. Nice. All right, so let's just kind of speed through the rest of these tutorials. What's next? Tracks. You know, where paths you can place on the board. All right, let's see that. Create a track between the reagent, place an arm on the track, and add the instruction to make it pick up the reagent and move it. Okay, arms can be placed on tracks and instructed to move along them. So is the plus and minus like the directions that the thing faces? So move. Wait, what does it say? It moves in the negative direction on the track. Oh, okay. Can I... What? Wait. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be right, but I'm going to try to tell it to move So if I tell it to move along the track, it'll go 1, and then I need it to not move again, because then I need it to instead rotate twice. Okay, I got it. There. Okay, nice. I have to say this is very interesting, especially if you're somebody who likes, well, puzzle games, first of all, but also you like engineering. And something like this where they do give you a little bit of a story. At least I'm hoping that there's kind of a story running through this. Yes. Okay. Could you put multiple arms onto a single track? I think so. I never thought to try that. I'll have to experiment later. Well, you can do that later, not now. Lesson, transmutation. To perform transmutations, we use glyphs. Say I want to calcify an element. You place a glyph of calcification on the board and move the element you want over it. I get it. Let's just not even pay attention to their dialogue. Then let's just read this. So we use a pistol arm and a glyph to turn the reagent into the product, salt, and then move it to the output. So let's put that there. Because for whatever reason, it's kind of difficult for me to visualize as it rotates, if it's gonna rotate to this one, or to that one, or to that one. But that means I could put the glyph here. So I could have it grip, have it rotate. It's gonna be on the glyph, then have it contract. And then I guess reset. Hell yeah. I will say there is something satisfying about this. I won't say it's oddly satisfying because I hate that phrase. Most of the common ones so far is going to be research, whatever. Bonding. I could see myself sitting here for a very long time just kind of going through these and understand now why it says it's kind of open-ended. Very intriguing. Okay. 2 arms and a glyph of bonding to bond the salt atoms together, then move them to the output. I got it. Let's see if I can do this without testing it first. So I'm gonna put it here. All right, they're both gonna clamp down. 3 is gonna do counterclockwise. Right, 4 is gonna go clockwise. Do I have to drop it down in there or will it bond on its own? Because let's say I have to drop it. Let's just assume. But then number 4 is done. So let's have number 4 maybe reset at that point. No, not there. Let's have it reset there. Well, we'll have it reset whenever 3 is done. Because what I'm thinking is once I drop them, then they'll bond. Then I can pick it up again and he'll be carrying both of these. And then he can rotate again counterclockwise. But then at that point, if he does that, this will also be rotated. So this will be like here, which means I'll need to rotate that clockwise and then maybe have them both reset. Let's see if I did that. Ha ha ha! Dude, you can't tell me I ain't got no brains in my skull. Stabilize water. I think that's everything you need to know to use the engine. Great. I'll get one more product and sure I get it. All right. This is the last thing. Panning and scrolling. The building area, parts, trays, and instruction tray can all be panned by right-clicking anywhere within them and dragging your mouse. If you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, you can use that. Okay. Ah, I see. I get it. From now on, you'll place products and reagents on your own. They're at the top of your toolbox. Okay, so this is the desired output. Fine. Stabilize water. How do you make stabilized water? Also, what is this? Fixed length. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Period override instruction. When starting the transmutation engine, all instruction sequences are automatically padded, so they all have the same period as the longest instruction sequence, which ensures that all arms are kept in sync. Because if I do this, and I put that there, and then I put that there, and then reset that, I'll put that to the right, drop it, then I'll do that, a sync thing. Now for this, I'll have that rotate back, reset, sync. Meanwhile, after that rotates back, I can have number 2 rotate, grab, go left, Hold on. Let's just... one short. Oh, the product is that it's bonded. We'll do as I said originally. Pick it up, put it there. Okay, go back. Now, at this point, you can pick up another one, send it to the left. Send it to the left. Then send it back to the right. All right, so let me see. Oh, I can't do that. So I have to go all the way around. So we left, we got it. And then from here, I go left again. Okay, I need to drop it and move away. Just to move out of the way. So we'll just move it back one. Then from here, this one, well no, this one can do a drop. Then it can do a clockwise. Then a pickup. Then a clockwise. And then a drop. Oh, wait, no, they have to bond. They have to bond first. So, let's do this though, because I already have the mechanism in place. At this point, I released it, but instead, I'll then pick it up again. And then, what's gonna happen if I rotate to the right? I do to the right one, to the right two, and then two left pivots. I can see here too where the shortcut keys would come in handy, but let me just see. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 wait. Whoa, wait, what did I just do? Hold on a second. I did something very wrong. Wait a minute. Picked it up, bonded it. Right. Oh, I see. I think I have an extra thing here. Hold on a second. I don't know if that was my issue, but let me just see. Let me see what I just did. Oh, wait. Wait. I forgot to drop. Hold on. Hold on. Did it. Okay. I do like this. And again, I can see it just being kind of an addictive thing where you just sit here and figure out in any number of ways how to solve the puzzle, which is why it's open-ended. It's not open-ended in that there isn't a goal, but rather it's open-ended in the sense that there are any number of ways you can solve it. And I guess the point of leaderboards is maybe to see who can get through as many puzzles and maybe with as few cycles as possible, stuff like that. But that's really neat. So what are your plans after you graduate? I think I'll be a head alchemist for one of the August houses. That's bold, right out of school? Why not? True enough, no ambition could be too great for you. And yourself? I like it here. I think I'll stick around and hopefully become a professor. You do seem to have an affinity for teaching. Think so? Well then, may each of us realize his Opus Magnum. Opus Magnum. I've always found that to be a rather pretentious term, but I agree with the sentiment at least. Why are you laughing? Anateus Via found something pretentious? Tell me more. Cool, all right, so now that we've sped through the tutorial, let's just see what the actual campaign itself looks like. A little bit of that and then we'll finish. Dear Antaeus, congratulations on your appointment to the position of head alchemist to the House Van Tassen. I'm very pleased to see you find a position in line with your talent and abilities. As you prepare to leave the academic life, I want to offer a word of advice. The politics of the city are much harsher and more dangerous than those of the academy. You are a singularly gifted talent, and I would hate to see you get caught up in these conflicts. The alchemist's place is not to sink to the level of those around us, but to rise above them in service of our art. Best of luck, Nadine. So I guess like all of these story beats are where the stuff about like hinting at violence and suggestive themes and stuff come in, that you actually are going to have a backstory and things I guess you have to navigate in the process of trying to solve all these puzzles, which is pretty neat. So how did it go? A nightmare. Armand kept going through his old stories about honor and righteousness. The Lady Van Tassen looks like she's embalmed. Frederick spilled food down the front of his shirt. What a brave man you are, surviving a formal dinner. It really is difficult, though. I can't stand the stuffiness. Armand didn't remember my name. Captain Gelt had to prompt him several times. To be fair, you started only rather recently. Yes, I suppose it's too much to ask. Such a complicated, burdensome thing to remember one single name, the name of your new alchemist. The one who graduated at the top of his class from the College of Alchemical Engineering. Antaeus. See, you remember my name just fine. Think Armand would know my name, keeping in mind I've been here my whole life? Maybe next time you can go in my place. He might not even realize it's a different person. Ugh, alchemist, provisioner, which were you again? You'll get us in trouble. I've been doing this for years. Cool. Well, this is an odd first project. I feel like someone's having a laugh at my expense. Why? Were you asked to create the Philosopher's Stone? Close, actually. One more guess. Transform lead into gold? Yes. Apparently there's an old Van Tassen lead mine, and wouldn't it be better if it produced gold instead? Armand suggested it so casually. Sounds wonderful. Time to put your university degree to the test. And this is where I'm going to put this video to rest. While the puzzle aspect of this game is in and of itself very enjoyable, having a narrative objective behind your objectives definitely keeps things more interesting. So that was the first 15 of Opus Magnum. If you like what you see, you can play it right now on Game Pass. And if you like this series, please like the video to show your support. I'll see you back here soon with another Game Pass release. Until then, thanks so much for watching and happy gaming.